So Taco's had some really interesting stuff going on with his charitable foundation this season and everything. What else is in store for him?
Well, he technically has $1 million, and I think he's probably going to invest that money or even deposit the check someday. Taco does start a business that has to do with the EBDB. Not only has he sold the online rights to the EBDB.com to Mark from Cuba for Taco. He's starting a business that revolves around the EBDB, and that's in a few episodes. And I can't imagine that it would fail. I think it's a pretty solid idea, which is. It's weird to say that with all of Taco's ideas, this is almost the least absurd one this day and age with the internet and with like the amount of stuff that's out there. Where you're like, not that I agree with it, but like the idea that a person would make an app where you track people you've slept with and who they've slept with, and you build a family tree based on this thing. I'm like, that's not even like that crazy. That's kind of boring. Like, it's not. It's one of the least absurd storylines, which is absurd to say.
Sounds like you could go download it now.
Yeah, no, and there probably is something out there. That's probably I would recommend searching for that. But yeah, so the EBDB related stuff coming up, and probably marijuana related things as well. But that's assumed.
I think with Taco's tenacity, there's no way he wouldn't succeed eventually.
Exactly. He's
so much persistence, and he believes in himself.
And it doesn't seem to take that much energy for him. Like I would have to meditate on a mountaintop for 3 years, maybe even 10 years, to get that inner calm that Taco has. He's not bothered by anything. So when he's putting the effort out into the world and creating these things, it's a very Zen-like activity. It just happens, and he's not even trying. Whereas I have to struggle to make breakfast in the morning.
Can we look forward to any more original songs from Taco?
There's a little song coming up that relates to the EBDB business. And yeah, probably lots more. We just kind of whenever there's a storyline where there's a possibility for a song to be made, Jeff and Jackie and I go back and forth, and we sort of write something that's tonally appropriate. We just released an album, the League soundtrack, which does have an EBDB song on it. This will be another one. But yeah, I always have so much fun with those songs.
What's been your favorite job that Taco's had?
What's the favorite job I've had as Taco? I'm going to say the smartest one was Netflix, which was basically Netflix but for neckties, which I'm surprised no one's done yet. I heard that a couple people pitched it for real on Shark Tank, which is weird because that's just pitching that you watch TV to people. Hi, I have this idea, I watch TV, and I get ideas from the television. I don't have any original ideas. But I think that one was pretty sensible. I gotta say, Puber Cuts was really fun to shoot. Probably less fun for Nick Kroll, who plays Ruxin, when I had to be right in his junk with his pants down. I don't know why I enjoyed that so much. A little introspection would help, probably. But yeah, that was so much fun. It's so crazy. And I mean, pretty much everything that Taco does, I read it, and it's really great. It's so much fun to do. Having a van that is, a petting zoo called Heavy Petting with old dying animals. Pretty fun.
I think that was my favorite one.
Awesome. Yeah.
Whose idea was the pink Mardi Gras beads?
Once again, Jeff and Jackie, they are sick people. I read that episode, and as a person who's been on this show, and we've shot 71 episodes, you're nothing can offend me, nothing can take me by surprise. And I read that episode, and I was how are we going to pull this off? And I think that, is just the nature of the show. Like we keep pushing, and it ends up like kind of working and being probably only offensive to like 75% of the people who watch it. I think that's what we aim for. You know, don't offend 25% of people, and then the rest, don't worry about it. So yes, pink beads were definitely Jeff and Jay.
If Taco could cross over to any other FX show, which show do you think he would appear on?
Sons of Anarchy. Easy. He'd just be like in the background. He wouldn't have any like lines or anything. That'd be too much because they don't improvise. It's all scripted. So as an extra, Taco I think would be great. Probably have good food on that set too. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. That'd be fun. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.